Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we're going to be reading the Butcher class. And let's get our music started. And then we will go ahead and begin. The Butcher class features are as follows. Health points at first level, 8 plus highest ability modifier. At higher levels, 8 plus highest ability modifier per Butcher class level. Mana points, 8 plus highest ability modifier. Mana points at higher levels, 8 plus highest ability modifier per Butcher level. Armor, light armor, weapons, all simple weapons, all heavy weapons. Base attack is plus 3. And they gain a bonus at 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 19th, 11th, 13th, 15th, 17th, 19th, and 20th. Saves against danger, plus 1 to all their saves, with a bonus at all the same levels as the base attack. Next page. Their spells are 1 additional spell at every level. Ability score modifier, improvement. Trained features are the same as the other classes, and then the class abilities for the Butcher. Steady hands. Beginning at first level, whenever you make an attack that deals slashing or magical slashing damage, then you gain advantage on that attack or those attacks. Additionally, the damage for that or those attacks is increased by 2. Precise Slice. Beginning at 2nd level, once per turn, upon any attack that deals either magical or non-magical slashing damage, you can increase the damage of that attack by 3 plus your highest ability modifier. At 5th level, this damage increases to 4 plus your highest ability modifier. At 8th level, this damage increases to 5 plus your highest ability modifier. At 11th, it's 6 plus ham. At 14th, it's 7 plus ham. At 17th, it's 8 plus ham. And at 20th, it's 10 plus ham. And ham is highest ability modifier. And then Trance Stance. Beginning at 3rd level, you can go into a deep trance for a number of in-game minutes equal to your highest ability modifier. These in-game minutes need not be consecutive, but must be in at least 1 in-game minute increments. While in this trance, you gain a plus 4 to your strength, dexterity, and constitution scores. You gain a plus 5 to all of your damage. You gain a plus 3 to all of your saves against danger. You gain resistance to all damage types. And you gain magical sight out to a 30-foot range. Multi-attack. Beginning at 4th level, the Butcher can make 2 attacks instead of 1 whenever making a melee ranged or weapon attack. This increases to 3 attacks at 8th level and 4 attacks at 12th level. Slice through thy enemy. Beginning at 5th level, all slashing and magical slashing damage that you deal now bypasses resistance to slashing damage. Additionally, at 15th level, all slashing and magical slashing damage that you deal now bypasses all resistance and immunities to slashing damage. Resistance. Beginning at 6th level, you gain resistance to all slashing damage, and at 12th level, you gain immunity to all slashing damage. Slice of Life. Beginning at 7th level, once per turn, whenever you deal magical or non-magical slashing damage, you can either heal a number of health points or regain a number of reserve mana points equal to half the damage dealt, your choice, each time this ability is used. The job requires focus. Beginning at 8th level, you gain a plus 2 to all of your will saves against danger. At 13th level, you gain a plus 3 to all your will saves against danger. At 18th level, you gain a plus 4 to all your will saves against danger. And at 20th level, you gain a plus 5 to all your will saves against danger. The job requires strength. It's the same thing, but for your strength. And then the job requires steadiness is the same, the strength one is for your fortitude. And then the, at 10th level, the job requires sturdiness is the same thing, but for your reflex. And then at 11th level is Slice and Dice. Beginning at 11th level, once per turn, you can make one melee/ranged weapon attack against each creature of your choice that is within a 15-foot radius of you. Each target takes 15 plus your highest ability modifier magical slashing damage, and they must make a will save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the target takes an additional 15 plus your highest ability modifier magical slashing damage and becomes affected by the bleeding condition for 5 in-game minutes. On a failed save against danger, the target takes an additional 30 plus your highest ability modifier magical slashing damage and becomes knocked prone and affected by the bleeding condition for 5 in-game minutes. A creature can remake their saves against danger at the beginning of each of their turns for the cost of 2 combat points to try and stand back up from being prone. The danger check for this ability is 15 plus 1 additional added to the danger check for each 2 mana points spent in this way. The mana points must be spent upon the use of this ability before the danger check is declared a success or a fail. Damage threshold. Beginning at 12th level, you gain a damage threshold equal to 20 plus your highest ability modifier. Soul slashing. Beginning at 13th level, you gain incorporeal strike. You can now deal damage to any incorporeal creature. Spell infused blade. Beginning at 14th level, during a successful long rest, you may store a number of your learned spells equal to your highest ability modifier into any one weapon that deals slashing damage. Any creature that is holding, carrying, or wielding this weapon can cast any of the stored spells for the same combat point requirement and without the mana point requirement. Additionally, the danger check for these spells, if any, are the same as if you had cast them normally. Elemental slashing. Beginning at 15th level for the cost of 5 mana points per attack, you can make an attack or any of your attacks that deal non-magical or magical slashing damage gain an extra amount of elemental damage equal to 10 plus your highest ability modifier, either magical earth, fire, water, air, lightning, light, or dark damage of your choice upon each successful attack. Swine Shrine. Beginning at 16th level, upon taking a successful long rest, you can summon the spirit of a dire boar that gains the following benefits. You can command it telepathically, no combat points required. It gains a +5 to its ADR and all of its saves against danger. It gains a +5 to all of its damage. It has a creature level equal to your total character level. It gains a number of temporary health points equal to 50 plus your highest ability modifier, and it is considered incorporeal at all times to all creatures except for you, including creatures that have magical sight. Additionally, each time you summon this dire boar spirit, you can choose its combat creature type. Aura Piercing Slash. Beginning at 17th level, you can make any number of your attacks that deal either magical or non-magical slashing damage bypass the target creature's ADR. Teleportation Slash. Beginning at 18th level, you can teleport to a space within 120 feet of you a number of times per turn equal to your highest ability modifier. If you teleport to a space occupied by another creature, then you can make one attack that deals either magical or non-magical slashing damage against that creature. Spell Reflecting Slash. Beginning at 19th level. Whenever you are targeted by a spell attack, you can make one attack that deals either magical or non-magical slashing damage against that spell. If your attack deals more damage, then that spell is negated and the creature that targeted you takes the damage from your attack instead. If your attack does not deal more damage, then the spell's attack continues as normal. Additionally, you can spend 50 mana points in order to make this ability automatically succeed. In addition, if you make this ability automatically succeed, then you can make any one attack, and now the attack does not have to deal either magical or non-magical slashing damage. And then their last ability is Slashing Soul Guardians. Beginning at 20th level, upon taking a successful short or long rest, you can summon a number of Soul Guardians equal to your highest ability modifier. These Soul Guardians have the same game statistics, features, abilities, etc. of any creature of your choice. They must have a CL creature level equal to or lower than your total character level. The chosen creature must be of a creature that you have defeated in combat. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, and join us next time as we read the Blacksmith class.